right, here we go. Now, always on the quest to find the best sound. I was gonna try 2 microphones, but it seemed like they wanted to yell at each other, but we'll give it a try. All right, here we are. Welcome to this rainy day. We are gonna start in our royal posture, sitting up nice and tall. Just shake those shoulders out a little bit, move that neck a little bit. And I'm always talking about the loosey-goosey neck, the bobblehead. Good. And again, because it is raining, I think we're gonna start today with a little guided meditation. So when you're ready, allow your eyes to gently close and begin to slowly turn the attention to the breath. Noticing the inhale and exhale through the nose. Noticing the rise and fall of the chest. Connecting with that breath as your object of meditation. That constant, that anchor that you come back to again and again. It's always there for us. Whenever our monkey mind starts to really get going, all that chatter or worry or distraction, just gently setting it aside and returning to the breath. Beginning to slowly deepen your inhalation, filling that breath in the belly, opening through the ribs, rising through the chest. Exhaling as the chest falls, the ribs contract, the belly empties. Moving at your own pace, but gradually lengthening both sides of the breath. At the top of your next inhalation, inhale just a little bit more before exhaling completely. At the bottom of your next exhalation, exhaling just a little bit more before inhaling again. And again, we're going to come into a sighing practice. Inhaling that full deep inhalation. Exhaling it all out. Good, we'll do that 2 more times. Big breath in. One more time. Good. Placing one hand over the heart and the other hand on top of that, returning to your natural breath. And taking a moment to set your intention for today's class, or perhaps for this week. And gently releasing the hands to the thighs and slowly blinking the eyes open. Good. Take a couple moments to stretch out the face, scrunching up the cheeks. Good. You're all at home. You can make as many crazy faces as you want. All right. Bringing those hands together, we're going to start by rubbing them together to create some heat. A little bit of warmth in the palms. When you feel that, placing the hands on a part of the body that needs a little extra warmth, or perhaps over the sockets of the eyes, you need another moment or two of centering. And when you're ready, bringing the body forward, beginning to gently root through those feet, wiggling the toes, pressing through all four corners of the feet, coming into what I call sometimes an active seat, and then beginning to work our way up. Imagine drawing that belly button in toward the spine, or again, maybe thinking of the waistband of the pants pressing into an imaginary chair. I'm going to turn to the side for just a moment. So again, if you notice that you're coming back a little bit onto the back of the pelvis, we're going to gently engage and lift, keeping just a little bit of that natural curve there, and really resting on the base of the pelvis. All right, we'll start by taking some slow torso rotations, and you can get as big as you like with these, whatever feels good for your body. Again, noticing as the weight shifts between different parts of the feet and really rooting through those legs, feeling those abdominal muscles, those obliques. Maybe adding a little bit of neck movement. Good. Then we'll go the other direction. Taking your time. If you find a little spot that's sore, maybe staying for another breath or two. And back to center. Good. Releasing those arms at the sides, just letting them be heavy. We'll start by taking a big shoulder roll with one shoulder at a time. Forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. You may be hearing a little bit of crickly crackly with this movement. Again, as long as it doesn't cause you any discomfort, totally normal. If you are feeling some discomfort, try beginning with a smaller range of motion here. And then as you move through the practice, you may notice you get a little bit more motion. Good, we'll switch to the other side. Again, forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Good, one more time. Good. Gently turning those palms toward the front of the room. We're going to take those hands back as we squeeze those shoulder blades together. Again, imagine pinching a pencil there, holding it firmly, and relax just a little. Good, again, big squeeze back. Exhale, relax. One more time, big inhalation. Exhale, relax. Leading with those thumbs, slowly bringing those arms up, aiming those thumbs toward each other. Exhale down. Taking your time, big breath in. Big breath out. See if you can take those hands back just a little bit more. Good. Shake them out a little bit. Bringing the thumbs toward each other, we'll cross those thumbs. Taking them toward the front of the room. Again, feeling a little bit of engagement here. Some counter pressure between the thumbs and the arms. Good. Big breath in, sweeping those arms up. Okay, didn't like that. I don't know what it is, didn't like. I'll try it down here. All right. Sorry, let's try that again. All the way up. Good. Now in this shape, really feel that pelvis heavy in the chair, hands or legs rooting through the floor. Big breath in and exhaling one direction, pressing through the opposite foot. So my opposite foot here is really grounding into the floor. Big side opener. Tucking the chin just a little. And inhaling back to center, exhaling to the opposite direction, pressing through this foot, back to center, and then some big wrist circles down. That experiment did not work, so we'll go back to our one microphone. I'll try and project again. Inhale, sweeping those arms up. Exhale, taking both hands to that left hip, relaxing the shoulders. And again, pushing just a little bit through that opposite foot as we relax into our first twist. Noticing if those knees come together, lining them up once more. Long breaths. And inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, bringing those hands to the opposite hip. And inhaling back to center. Again, big wrist circles. We will come up from our chair. And again, just standing right in front of that chair or bringing the chair in front of you for a little extra support. We're going to wiggle those feet a bit, finding all four corners. Good. Relaxing those shoulders. When you're ready, allowing the eyes to close. Taking away that visual input. Staying with the breath. Maybe beginning to slowly shift the weight to one pinky toe, over to the other pinky toe, back to the heel, and the other heel. Changing direction. And coming back to center. Good. Very nice. Taking those arms forward, I'm going to stack those hands on top of the elbows like we're making a little wood stack here. Keep those shoulder blades back and down. Good. Inhale, lifting the arms up, lifting the heels, slowly back down. So as we do this, resisting the urge to have the shoulders lift, it's just the arms and back down. Good. Inhale up, exhale down. Good. Continuing with this movement or beginning a bigger movement, rotating those arms all the way up and around. Good. All the way up and around. One more time. And we'll come back to center. Open those arms wide. Big stretch through the chest. Closing the arms with the opposite hand on top. Good. And we'll go the opposite direction. Big rotations. Up and around. Good. Just letting those ankles respond as they do. Staying with the breath. Strong belly. And back to center. Opening those arms and gently releasing them behind the body, interlacing the fingers. And then relaxing those shoulders back. Good. Shifting that weight into the left foot. Gonna keep that right foot light. So again, as you shift to this foot, notice if you begin to collapse through that leg and really root through those strong legs and belly. Good. Here we go. On the in-breath, peeling the heel from the floor, maybe coming to the tip of the toe. Exhaling it back down. Good. Inhale, lifting that heel, staying here, or maybe coming up a little bit more. Exhaling down. Continuing with this movement, choosing your level of challenge, strong through the belly. And once more, this time holding your shape, breathing here. Good. And with control, gently setting it back down. Good. Releasing those arms, big reach up. And exhale, bringing both hands to that left hip, looking over that shoulder back toward the back of the room. Good. On the in-breath, peeling the heels up. Exhale, lowering them down. We'll do that 2 more times. Releasing those arms, big reach up toward the sky, lifting the gaze. And exhale, bringing the hands behind you, crossing the fingers, the opposite hand on top, bringing your body into position. And again, rooting through that right foot. On the in-breath, peeling the heel from the floor. Exhaling down. Good, moving with your breath, maybe beginning to lift that foot from the mat. Exhaling down. Good. Maybe coming to the tip of the toe and just lifting a little bit at a time. Exhale down. Good, last time coming into your shape and holding here. And gently setting it back down. Good. Releasing those arms, sweeping them up, lifting the gaze, and then exhale, floating the hands to that right hip, looking over that shoulder or back toward the back of the room. On the in-breath, peeling the heels up, using those pinky toes. Exhale. We'll do that 2 more times. Big breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Releasing those arms, sweeping them up, lifting the gaze, and then wiggling those fingers as we float them back down. Good. Stepping back to our chair and preparing for our Utkatasana shape. Keeping those feet in a nice stable position. Good. Bringing the hands toward each other once more, interlocking the thumbs. Good. Nice and strong through the belly, sweeping the arms up. As we exhale, lowering the bottom to hover above the chair, bringing those hands to one hip. Good. Inhale, lifting up, squeezing belly and buttocks. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, hover. One last time, big breath up, releasing those hands. And exhale, coming down to hover above the seat of the chair, holding here, staying with your breath, relaxing the face, and gently sitting back to the chair. Good. All right, giving those feet a little attention. Sitting nice and tall, open through the heart. Big breath here. Exhale, gently folding forward, reaching down toward those toes. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale. Staying here for a breath. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. One more time, big breath here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, sweeping those arms forward, opening them up out to the side. When I come into our eagle arms, our Gomukhasana arms, taking that right hand, we're going to bring it underneath the left, stacking those elbows, and then wrapping those hands around. So again, you may be here. Come where you're comfortable and continue to squeeze those shoulder blades together just a little bit. Good. On the in-breath, lifting those arms and the gaze up toward the ceiling. Exhale, rounding forward, squeezing through the abdominals. Inhale up. Exhale. Good. Inhale up. Exhale. Lifting those arms to center, slowly unwrapping. Big open stretch here. And this time taking that left hand underneath the right, crossing at the elbows, and wrapping around. Good. Nice and strong. We're doing a little bit of that cat and cow movement of the spine. So as we inhale, dropping the belly, lifting up here. Exhale, squeezing the belly button to the spine, rounding forward. Inhale up. This is our cow. Exhale. This is our cat. Good. Lifting those arms back to center, opening them wide, wiggling those fingers, and then floating them back down. Okay, we're going to walk those knees out a little bit here. So taking those legs wide enough that you start to feel that stretch through the groin and giving a little bit of attention to the pinky toes and the outer edges of the feet. So we're activating through those outer muscles in the legs. Good. All All right, big stretch up, and then we're gonna open those arms to our goddess shape. Good. Keeping those abdominal muscles strong, big breath here. Exhale, dropping to the left. Pressing through that right foot, big breath up. Dropping to the right. Good, rooting through those feet, strong through the belly. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more time, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good, stretching those arms out wide and gently bringing the hands back to the thighs. We're gonna walk those feet in and we'll come back to our standing position. Good. Keeping those hands on the hips. We're gonna gently heel toe those feet out. Good. Taking them to a position where you feel some challenge, okay? Again, this is another balanced position to practice in. Pressing through the outer edges of the feet. And again, engaging through the belly, tucking the pelvis just a little bit. So we want to find that neutral position. We don't want to have our bottoms out. We want to keep it all in and nice and tall. Good. All right, turning those right toes toward the right wall, keeping the points of the hips facing forward and gently reaching through those arms. When you're ready, sinking through the right knee and turning the gaze over the right middle finger. Breathing here, feeling that energy shooting through the fingertips, pressing through the outer edge of that left foot, keeping those toes light. Good, dropping that back hand, reaching just a little bit through the front arm and then sweeping it up, reversing our warrior. Using those legs, returning to our warrior two, and gently straightening that right leg, really squeezing through this big quadricep muscle. Once more, reaching the fingertips forward and dropping into our triangle pose. Using those abdominal muscles here, keeping this hand light. Using those feet. Good. Inhaling back up. Exhaling the hands to the hips, rotating the toes. Good. When you're ready, lengthening through the arms, sinking into that left knee, and turning the gaze over the left middle finger. Really using this back foot, feeling the strength in the legs. Dropping the back hand, reaching through the front, and reversing our shape. Returning to our warrior two, straightening that left leg, continuing to reach through the fingertips and controlling your movement into our triangle shape. Breathing here. Good. Inhaling back up. Returning the hands to the hips and gently rotating the toes forward. Heel toeing those feet in. Just about halfway. And again, checking in with that body, keeping that gentle curve in the low back, but keeping the bottom in. And we're gonna begin to sink into those knees, coming into our goddess shape here. And bringing those arms out to the sides. Good. Big breath in, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Exhale, bringing that right arm to the left. Inhale, open. Exhale, left hand to the right. Inhale, open. Exhale. time. Inhale, open. And then straighten the legs, coming into our star shape, wiggling those fingers. And gently floating them back down. Good. All right, we're gonna step those feet together, this time as close together as we can. Zipping those legs up. Good. If you'd like a little bit more challenge, we're gonna take the right foot forward. So the big toe of my left foot is at the middle of the right foot. Bonus points if you can do all this without looking at your feet. Good. Take a moment to find your center, pressing through all four corners of each foot, strong through the belly, continuing to maintain that active squeeze. Good. All right, bringing those arms forward. Our left arm will stay where it is. Our right arm will be taking that arrow, pulling it back, squeezing the shoulder blade, and rotating to the right. Exhale, releasing that arrow. Good, same direction. We'll do that 2 more times. Big rotation. Exhale, releasing that hand, slowly coming back forward. One last time. Exhale. And floating those arms down. Good. All right, again, if you can do it without looking at your feet, extra points. Step those legs out. Shake it all out a little bit. Good. Then we're going to bring those legs back together. Again, zipping those legs up, staying here, or bringing the left foot forward. So now my right big toe is at my instep. Continuing to zip up, finding that kind of middle spot between both feet. Good, relaxing the toes. All of this engaged and strong, sweeping those arms forward. This time our left hand is pulling that arrow back as we rotate from the belly button up. Exhale, release that arrow, return to center. Good, inhale, pulling that elbow back. Strong, stable legs. Exhale, release. One more time, big breath in. Big breath out. Good, releasing those hands down. Step it all out, shake it all out. All right, we are gonna make our way down to the mats. Again, after you've done this a few times, it's very easy, the muscle memory comes back, but the outside leg is gonna come forward as the inside leg goes back. I'm gonna reach for my support here and slowly start to bend both knees, coming to a half kneeling shape. Full kneeling shape, and then down on our hands and knees to our table position. Good. Noticing here if you're collapsing into those arms and really press through the pads of the fingers, engaging through the arms. Nice and strong through that belly. And it's kind of yogi's choice on the feet. If you prefer to push the tops of the feet into the floor, that's fine, or here. Usually one of them or the other gives us cramps, so find whichever one doesn't give you cramps. Good. On the in-breath, pressing into the floor and dropping the belly. Exhale, tucking the chin and gently rounding through the back. Inhale, dropping the belly. Exhale, rounding through the back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Returning to a neutral spine. Shifting the hips to the left. So I'm kind of bringing my hips a little bit this direction. And now I'm going to turn and look over the opposite shoulder. Good, returning to center, shifting the hips to the right, looking over the left shoulder. Once more, opposite side. And back. Opposite side. And back. Good. Coming down onto the forearms, placing the elbows where the hands were. Pressing through the entire length of the forearms. We're going to come into a plank challenge here. So on the in-breath, extending through one foot, extending through the other foot. On the out-breath, lowering one knee and lowering the other knee. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Then we're going to slowly make our way down onto our stomachs. Stacking those hands and resting the forehead on the hands. Bringing the big toes together and letting the heels splay out. Resting here for a moment. Good. Gently placing the forehead on the mat and straightening those arms out. Kind of like we're in a Superman shape. Good. In this Superman shape, thinking about the points of the hips, we want to press them into the floor, squeeze through the belly, and relax. Good. It's that engagement that's going to keep our back safe for our locust pose, okay, our Shavasana. So we're going to engage through the belly and press the pubic bone and the points of the hips into the floor. Good. Gently rotating the hands so the thumbs point toward the ceiling. On the in-breath, lifting that right arm up. Exhaling it back down. Inhale left. Exhaling it back down. Good. Squeezing through the belly. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Releasing those arms, placing the forehead on the backs of the hands. Good. Gently sliding those hands down in line with our chest. We're going to press the tops of the feet into the floor and gently begin to lift the chest off the mat, pressing through those hands, keeping those shoulder blades squeezing together and releasing down. Good. Again, breathing into your cobra. Strong belly. Exhale down. Good. Strong body. Big breath in. And exhale down. Good. Starting to roll to one side, using those arms to help, coming all the way onto the back. Keeping those feet in as close as we can to the buttocks. And then we're going to walk the feet and the knees together. Good. Again, zipping those legs together, relaxing the hands to the floor. Beginning to take some slow rotations. Going as far as is comfortable for your body. Just controlling the movement. Gently bringing one leg up and then the other. So again, connecting with the waistband of the pants, continuing to press into the floor, keeping the back safe. Good. Staying here or straightening one leg toward the floor, back to center, straightening the other leg. to center. Good, resisting the urge to hold the breath. One more, big breath in, big breath out. Good, now hugging those legs into the chest, big squeeze, a little bit of rocking. Releasing one foot to the floor, slowly straightening that leg up toward the ceiling. And taking some slow ankle pumps here. If you have any swelling in your feet or your ankles, this is my favorite thing to help and get that fluid moving back to the heart. Big circles. And hugging that knee into the chest, bringing the other knee as well, and then releasing the right foot down. Straightening that left leg toward the ceiling. Breathing here. And then taking some slow ankle pumps. And some circles. Good. Once more, hugging both knees into the chest, maybe even lifting the head. And then gently releasing everything down. Going to make our way into our final relaxation shape. And again, if you're home and you have the space, come as wide as feels comfortable. This is like our counter pose to life here. All those forward flexed activities that we do all day. Just going to take a moment to stretch through the chest, open up through the groin, relax those feet out, let that belly be soft. Allow the eyes to close. And I highly encourage you to just stay in this shape. If you have 15 minutes, that's a wonderful Shavasana. For the rest of us, we're going to start to bring our bodies back up. And again, following the steps to getting up off the floor, we're going to roll toward our chair and begin to bring those hands to the chair. Coming to our kneeling shape, and then our half kneeling shape, and then bringing our bottoms to the seat of the chair. Good. Finding your royal posture, sitting on your throne. Bringing one hand to the heart and the other hand to that. Returning to your intention. Coming into that role of observer and just noticing how the mind feels. Does that monkey mind seem a little bit more tame after our practice? May all beings be happy, weak or strong, small or great, seen or unseen, nearby or far away. May all beings be entirely happy. Bowing to the sacred in each other. Namaste. All right. Thank you very much, and I will see you next Thursday.